Hey, good morning or afternoon here. It's late afternoon, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. It's a long Saturday morning that just doesn't want to get started, does it, Betty? No. Anyway, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And today, I want to do a little Kanban board action. It's actually a Proto Kanban because it's not real Kanban because it doesn't have all the different facets of Kanban, but a little Proto Kanban to help me prioritize what I got to get done today so I can finish the rest of the day on a positive note and apply it. And you can apply this to what you do. And of course, as soon as I start the show, Bubbles shows up. It's going to cause me trouble with the dogs. So, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm going to talk about a little prioritizing today and a little demo of a Kanban board. And we can talk through what I got to do throughout the day to close out my day here on a Saturday with all my chores I have to do and things I want to get done. And why do I do this? Because I want to show you some things that Agile and Scrum can help you do, in this case, Kanban, and do well in what we're doing. Betty, did you burp? Or was that me? I don't know. Somebody burped. The Bubbles, was that you? Come on, Bubs. Come here. Sit here with Jerry. And get the cat. Ooh, there's a cattail. I'm sitting with the dog. Okay, now they're all here with me. Driving me absolutely bonkers today. I'd be honest with you. And I'm deviating from the show right now. But I'm losing it today. It's a rough day. Shouldn't be a rough day, but apparently it is. So, and we do this so you can bring value to the customer in a way that doesn't make you work crazy. And so you get home, the family and friends have some fun. But sometimes those family and friends can be absolutely nuts. And that's what's going on today. They're all driving me nuts a little bit. But, it's a good thing. So, on that note, let's talk about it. What I'm purposely going to do, what teams don't do. And my little highlighter is kind of losing its goodness. They pick too many things to get done in the day. And I'm going to tell you a little story. I had a developer who was one of my ETL guys. And one of the things he would do, and it was really nice, people always doubt developers can handle Jira, Azure, or any of these systems. I'm like, they write code. If they can't handle this system, I don't know if I want them touching my code, to be honest with you, because it's a very simple elementary system. If they can't handle that, I really worry about the code, to frankly be honest with you. What was beautiful about it, we set it up in the system, and every day he was quiet. He was off typing away and doing his thing. And one day I walk over to him and said, dude, every day you come in, you're just working away. What are you working on? Oh, I got a prioritized list. So he set the system up because we had everything in there. So that would pull up, and any system does it. It's called My Prioritized List, and every system has it as a widget. And so many people are building these dashboards that are for the team, but they don't build dashboards for the person. I like building them for the person. He built his own dashboard, and I'm like, thumbs up, man. And in that list had everything he needed to do, because when we did our sprint planning, every sprint had all his tasks and everything laid out. So he knew exactly what he wanted to do every day. If new stuff came in, we would work that stuff out. And basically, it was all laid out. So he just came in, started working. Pick that, move it to done. Tuck that, move it to done. So we're going to do that a little bit today here in my household. And one of the other mistakes that people make, and this is a small little board. It's got the to-do, doing, and done columns. I probably should use either smaller stickies or a bigger whiteboard. I don't know which one, but I just picked whatever I had. I think these are 3x3 stickies. Kind of big for this little tiny whiteboard. So, things I got to do today. I got to clean my deck of leaves. Okay, that's one thing I got to do today. Another thing I got to do today is I got to drain the water hoses. Drain water hoses. And you might ask, why do I have to do that? Because here in Northeast, it got cold last night. It's going to be about 50 degrees right now. The water freezes and the pipes break. So what you want to do is drain the water out, shut the water off so there's no water in the pipe so they don't freeze and break during the winter for the outside stuff to water grass and plants and things like that. And then the other thing I want to do today is, I actually got a fourth one too. I want to demo, and not demo software, but demo my wall in my first floor. First floor wall. So I got that one. I got to add another sticky. See, this is the problem. This is what everyone does. They keep adding more stickies. I don't have enough room. One of the things you want to do is keep this thing so it all fits on your board. So you find out, I got too many things on the wall to do, right? And the other one is, since we had the fire on the third floor, we're going to go through all the stuff, kind of get it ready for someone to clean out all the old furniture stuff that's all totally shot to heck and ready written off. So clean third floor for trash. So that's all been done. So those are my 4 things I want to do today. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much I'm going to get done as far as today goes, but let's think about this. Now, the question is, okay, prioritization. What do I want to do priorities first? This is going to take a while, and this is going to take a while. These 2 things, if I don't do this with the water, it's going to freeze. So from a priority standpoint, I want to put that up front. I'm going to put that in my to-do column. My second item I want to do is I want to clean the deck, because while I'm up there shutting the water off to the outside, I'll be on the deck. So I might as well get that done. Now the question is, it depends what the wife wants to do. I got to team up with her on the third floor. Probably want to do that while it's still light out, because there's no lights, no electricity on that third floor. So that's probably a high priority thing to do. So I'm going to put that on my list. And then I'm going to do demo on the third floor. The one other thing I got to do, and I got to put that on my list while I'm listing things I got to do today, I'm going to add another thing. And the problem is, this is classic. This is just like The Office. I mean, we should do this, we should do that, right? Trying to keep an idea of what I can do. The only other thing I got to do today is I got to check the electrical board for my son's room. So Ed's room, electrical board. Because I got to make sure the electricity works in there, because I think it popped when they had the dehumidifiers up there, it popped the cord. Okay. So I'm going to take this one. Now I got this idea. I want to put this above clean the third floor. So I'm just layering these stickers on top of each other. And then I'm going to demo the first floor. I need light. I could do that tomorrow too. So first 2 I'm going to put on here. I'm going to drain the water first, because I just want to get that done, because that's important. Because if that doesn't work, the pipes start freezing. So I'm going to put that one into the doing pile, because I'm going to do that as soon as we're done with this show. And then I have the rest of the stuff that I'm going to do the rest of the day. You don't want to put a lot of stuff on here that's not going to fit on the board. And as you see, I keep adding stuff, and that's a mistake for anyone, to be honest with you, especially in the working environment. They keep adding. You got to stop at some point, because you got to think about your time, because some of these things are going to take a couple hours. It's now 2:00. The sun comes down about 4:30 or so right now on the East Coast. We had daylight savings time, so maybe it's 5:00. So that just gives me 3 hours. What can I get done in 3 hours? Definitely do that. Definitely that. And then I will check with the wife and see what she wants to do. She wants to do the stuff in the third floor and get that done and feel comfortable with that. Or do I want to do demo? So that'll be an option that may not happen today. That may happen tomorrow, but I want to make sure that we're communicating what I'm working with the team. The team is the family, right? So that's what I got today. So this is a good example of how to do this. And again, I've had my dev team people build their own little dashboards to say, what are they going to do next? Now, when you do this on sprint planning day, it makes the entire week go really nice, because when they plan out the stories that they want, and then put the subtasks in those stories of the things they want to do on that first day of the sprint. They use that. What are my tasks? What are my things to do? The computer system itself has intelligence. God forbid it has intelligence. And it actually prioritizes the work based on the story priority and the task priority. So if it's a story priority goes higher, then comes the task priorities and so on and so forth. So it does think about that, and it gives the person a list of things to do, and they can visualize it. And that is one of the things I recommend. So many Scrum Masters build a dashboard for the team, and they don't think about the individual people on the team. In this case, I built myself a little board, and I'm going to take a picture of it. And as I go through the day, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it up on Instagram. So as I get things done, I'm going to take it and move it to the done pile. And every time I move something to done, and this is where Kanban goes. So when I do this, I'm going to grab this. When I'm done the drain water pile, then I'm going to move it to done. Then I'm going to go take something and move this to the doing pile. And then I'm going to move this higher up in the priority. Okay. But I'm not going to do, and this is where everyone makes the mistake. I'm not going to go like this. I got the to-do. I'm not going to put everything in the doing pile. Okay. You move in Kanban from I guess the right, you pull everything, you start on the right here, done. How do I get something done? And you work on that first. How do I move something from the doing to the done? Then I ask that. And that's the one thing that a lot of teams don't do. That's Kanban. You start on the right side. I'm on the right side on the screen, the far done pile, and then you work away from done over. You don't start from the to-do pile. You start from the done pile. It's like, how do I get something to done? And that's your question every day. And that's more Kanban-ish. And when I coach these teams, they don't ask that question. The question should be, how do I move stuff to done? And then move more stuff to done. That's how you do it. And they don't do it enough. So that's an example of a proto Kanban. Like I said, I'll take a picture of it throughout and post it up on Instagram. Maybe I'll even post it on LinkedIn as I go through the day, just for the heck of it. Why not? And with that, I wish you all a great day. Have some fun. I got to get this stuff done so I can go do some other things. I did some coding earlier today. I did some QR stuff for the coffee shop, experimenting with that. So I was kind of doing that this morning. That's why we're so late. I wanted to get that done and figure out how all that stuff worked. First time ever doing it. And hopefully we're using it. I got it in the window. We'll see how it goes. It's always an experiment. With that, I say, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Build yourself a little proto Kanban board. Don't put a lot of things on it. Like I said, I got 3.5 hours worth of sunlight. What can I get done in the sunlight? Got to use that as a criteria, right? So take care. Have a great day. Happy scrumming. And we will see you tomorrow.